have teeny tiny little triangle D, and it is the smaller version of triangle B. This one is also used to square off triangle C's row. So again, it is an isosceles. It is comprised of 6 rows, but it's also a right angle triangle. If you're making your blanket the same size as mine, you'll need to make 6 of these ones. So we're going to start our little triangle with a double magic ring, wrapping 2 loops around 2 fingers on your left hand side. Pull up a loop through the center of your ring. Yarn over and make 1 chain to secure. Now we'll do 2 more. That counts as your double crochet. Chain 1 for a corner. Yarn over, and we're going to do 1 cluster into our magic ring. 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. Now we'll do a chain for a corner and 1 more double crochet. So row 1 consists of double crochet, chain, granny cluster, chain, double crochet. Take your hook out of your work. Gently pull on that yarn end to see which loop cinches in. Whichever one does, grab hold of that and pull the other one in. Now you can grab hold of the yarn end and pull the second loop in. Now we're going to do 1, 2 and 3 chains. That counts as a double crochet. Chain 1 for a corner, turn your work. We're going to do a granny cluster into this space directly below. Now this time we skip across that cluster below and work into that space on the left hand side with a granny cluster. That's 3 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 1 and do 1 more double crochet in that same space. So row number 2, you've got double crochet, chain, cluster, cluster, chain, double crochet. Oops, now we're just going to do 3 chains as a double crochet, 1 chain for a corner. Turn your work and we'll do another granny cluster in that space below. Now we can do a granny cluster along the top. 1, 2 and 3 double crochets, skipping the one below, doing another granny cluster into that space on the very left hand side. Chain 1 and a double crochet into that same space. This is how you're forming your little triangle. That's half of it done, 3 rows. Okay, chain 3 for a double crochet, chain 1 for a corner. Turn your work and do 3 double crochets as a granny cluster in the space below. Now this time along the top you do 2 granny clusters. This is number 1 and number 2. Now we want a granny cluster on the left hand side in that space. Chain 1 for a corner and 1 more double crochet in that same space. Chain 3 and that counts as a double crochet. Chain 1 for a corner and turn your work. Now doing a granny cluster in that space below. 1, 2 and 3. Now you can see across the top there's 3 spaces for granny clusters this time. So that's 1, 2, 3, and now we're at the end of our row again, doing a granny cluster in that space on the very left hand side, chaining 1 and 1 more double crochet. All right, let's count our rows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Only 1 to go. We're going to do a granny cluster in the space on the very left hand side. Chain 1 and 1 double crochet. And there you've completed your triangle D. Just snip off your yarn end, darn them in, and you're on your merry way.